Hey guys, it's been a minute. I haven't been making videos for a while. Things have gotten so much more busy at work, which is great because I get more money and more toys, I guess. So the last toy review that I made was the Batman the Animated Series Clayface figure. I love it, it's on my shelf. I even bought a pop figure to be friends with it. He's battling with Batman right now. And I want to continue down the line for toy reviews for the rest of February. So what is it today? It's actually gonna be these Saga action figures that were exclusive, or they made their debut at the San Diego Comic-Con a few years back. I've been wanting to open these, and these should have just been in their boxes for months. Man, so what do we got? We have the first one that they initially released, which is the main characters, Alana and Marco, and then this one over here, which is the Will and Lion Cat. So, for those of you who do not know, Saga is one of the greatest comic book monthlies that is currently in production and monthly print today. It is not okay for kids to read. Do not let your kids read them. If you're an adult, read them because they're really good. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So here is the front of the box. Really good. Looks really nice. Go over to the back. That's how you can reach him on Facebook, Skybound Entertainment. That's where you can get them if you want to. And written by Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples, published by Image. Great series. So there you go. Really nice box. Let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, so before we get into it, just want to check out these accessories. We have a mace right over here. That's cool. And the rest of this stuff, we have a sheath over here. And we have the sword over here. So that's kind of nice right there. And it also even has the sword over here, so quite nice. The other accessories that it does have are the wings for Alana over here. These are the wings. And of course it has the gun, standard gun. There you go. Those are the accessories. All right, so let's take a look at the figure. We're looking at the likeness over here, and the likeness of it looks pretty good. I really like how it actually looks like the characters from the actual thing. It's actually very small for scale, so it's not really the biggest figure around there. I mean, it measures maybe about 4.5 inches or so. I'd say that's approximate size. So don't give these to kids. Not that you should give Saga toys to kids anyways. So let's take a look at the articulation. The head, full 360, you can go up and down. Not too much head tilt on there, just like down in that way, which is nice. The arms go full 360 on that axis there. They actually also go out. Single jointed limbs, so they can only just kind of go like this here. The wrists, they swivel, and they also go up and down like so on both of the arms. So it's nice. I did notice though in here that there is no hip twist, so you can't turn them that way. And also you can't make it go that way at all. So you can't make a walking motion, which is kind of weird. You can do the split, have the legs go like so. You can also have the knees going like so as well. But there's no forward. Oh wait, there is a forward there. It's just kind of hard to get over there. So it does go forward and back that much and out that much. The feet, they also turn around 360. So that's it for Alana. Let's check out Marco next. All right, so we have Marco here, the love boy. So over here, this looks much better than Alana in my opinion. The face, it definitely looks like Glenn from Walking Dead, which is kind of funny. Likeness is really good. I like how they did the horns here. It's very nice, and the jacket even kind of opens up a bit, which is nice. I like that feature there too. Has a different kind of quality material to it. The arms move in the same way, full 360 here, and the jacket looks really good on him and his arms as well. The arms, they don't move too much forward as much as Alana's does. It's like that's as far as it can go right there. And hands, they can move this way, similar to Alana, and they also kind of move in and down as well. I wouldn't really force it too much because you could potentially break the figure at that point. There's no hip twist, just the same as Alana. You can move the legs up and down like that, There's also a knee joint over there, and then of course the feet can move that way. So there you have it. There is the two Saga figures, the main cast of Saga. So now let's take a look at the accessories. So over here we mentioned the gun over here. It goes into the slot as so. And these wings, they're cool. I really like them a lot, but they come off quite easily. I'd recommend maybe putting some sort of double-sided tape there just to kind of keep it in, but it is very sensitive, and just like if you just press it, it comes off right away. So not great in the sense of putting the wings on. I mean, I'm not twisting it around and already falling off. And here we go with the wings that they're not arched out. So these fit a little bit better, but it is kind of disappointing that they don't fit in too well into the character likeness in terms of being able to fit in there. So now we take a look at the accessories for Marco. Well, his just like fits into the joint over there. There's a little hole here. You just fit that slot right there. There you go, there's his sword. And he has a mace that he could potentially use as well. I think the mace is actually for Alana, not for Marco. Later in the comics, he doesn't even like to use his sword. He just likes to use his shield, and then eventually he uses his sword again. It's complicated. You should just read the story. All right, so moving right along, we are going next to the Will and Lion Cat. All right, so I'll take a look at the box. Looks really nice. I like these characters a lot. Check out the back. Very similar to the other one. Of course, you can get them on Skybound Entertainment, that sort of thing. So these boxes are quite nice. All right, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look at these here. Let's look at the accessories first. So what do you have for accessories? We have the lying sign. So little speech bubble. You can use that to pose with the lying cat, who can always tell you when you're lying. This one's actually interesting because it came with a base stand. The other one did not come with a base stand. So maybe, possibly, in the other packages of toys, they said, you know what? People have complained about standing them up. Let's give them a base stand. Of course, also it comes with some extra limbs for the lying cat. It's a beautiful greenish color. I kind of creepy because it looks like you can cook them. And of course, it has the Will's lance weapon. So one where it is not in use, and then another one where it is fully fleshed out for you to stab people with. All right, so let's take a look at the lion cat right over here. So likeness looks really good on the face over here. Looks straight out of the comic books. A little good articulation around the head. You can do full 360. The neck one is a little strange here. I'm not sure how you can move it, but you could move that. And of course the tail goes up and down, and the legs. You can actually take off the legs. I don't really recommend, but you can just move them up and down. So these hind ones now, I'm trying to figure out, because we have these little cat chops over here. I'm trying to figure out how can we take these out. Not really sure how, but I'm assuming that you'd be able to place these in sometime. So I'll spend a little time just trying to pose that out. But for now, let's go ahead and do that. Lying. Let's take a look at the Will next. So here we go, the Will. Cool character. This is before he got chubby. And let's see, let's check it out here. The likeness looks very good. Here, it really does look like he's from the comic book. Cool cape. I wish this wasn't the hard texture though. This cape would make it kind of hard to pose him and everything. It's very rigid. He could potentially move his hands up in 360, just similar to the Alana and Marco action figures, and he can also move his arms outward like so as well. It's a single joint body on the limbs, so this is as much as he can twist them out. For the hand, same motion right there. You can move them about like so, and you can also move them in and out. Very, very small, not too much. So there's that right over there. For the legs, you can move his legs forward, just like the other side here, and just single jointed knees, just to make that simple motion. And for the feet, it doesn't look like you can actually move the boots. It seems like you could move the boots, but I'm putting a lot of pressure onto them, so don't want to put too much there. So there you have it. There is the will right over there. So of course he could use his big old lance whip thing that is very scary in my opinion. He uses that to kill people and just stretches out like that. It starts off skinny, of course, and then it just stretches out, very similar to a Wandu's arrow that kind of has a mind of its own. Very cool and creepy and crazy weapon. All right, so here we are. These are the figures standing up. What are my thoughts on these? I think they're incredibly tiny, very small. They look much better in the boxes themselves, but the size and scale of them make them kind of hard to pose, and it's just kind of hard to just keep them on the shelf. To give you a sense of scale, this is the Kylo Ren this is the Kylo Ren from the Black Series Star Wars, so that use that likeness to figure out the scale. I mean, it is like a full inch taller than this other guy, so I really like the Lion Cat because the Lion Cat is easy to pose, and it comes with that awesome Lion Cat, what is it, onomatopoeia speech bubble thing. The Will is really cool. I like him a lot. Marco is really good as well. The only thing that really misses the mark is the Alana action figure, and the reason because of that is, well, her wings just fall off too easily, but that's just kind of how these smaller toys usually go. You can only put so much articulation and detail into these smaller sets. I wouldn't recommend these, of course, to people who don't know what Saga is, but in terms of people who are big fans of the series, it's a no-brainer. You should go ahead and get these, collect them. These are fantastic. The one that's missing that I don't currently have is the one with the ghost, and I think it also has the baby Hazel in it. I don't have that, but I would like to get that at some point. I am now wondering, what are they going to release next year at San Diego Comic-Con? The price tag for these are 50 bucks, I think, if you get them on the show floor. I don't know how much it is online, but they are really nice figures to have. So there you have it. That is my take on the Saga action figures, Alana, Marco, the Will, and Lion Cat. Alright guys, that is it for this episode. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please follow me here on my YouTube channel as well as my Instagram at little_nerd_busters. Leave your comments below for what you think about these, if you like these or not. Of course, I also need your help because I need to figure out which one of these to open up next. I have the Joker DC Icons figure and I have the Spider-Man Bandai from Tamashii Nations. I don't know which one to open up next. I need your help. But of course, until the end of the month, there's going to be a really cool unboxing. It's a Batman the Animated Series combo set. It's going to be 3 figures plus a really big one. Until next time, guys, adios.